In these next two videos, I'm going to walk us through how I created the study area for our midterm problem set. Now, at first, I created this sort of blobby study area based roughly on the location of where the midterm will take place here in Alaska. On the right here is the final study area, clipped down to the Alaskan coastline with an island removed from the picture, and also clipped down to the outline on this lake over here. We're going to do this using two tools. One is going to be the clip tool. Now, the clip tool makes features smaller or clips them down to size, kind of like taking scissors to something and tracing along the line of an overlaid piece of paper. So imagine we have our data layer, this original blobby study area I created. We have our clip layer, which in this case is going to be the Alaskan shoreline. That gives us a result that is the data layer clipped down to the places where it has geometry in common with the clip layer. Now, this is the opposite of the next tool, which is the difference tool, or I call it the eraser. We have our data, our study area, and we have some features that we want to cut out of the data layer that we do not want to exist in the data layer. We run the difference tool, and our result is our input data layer minus the features that do not overlap. All right, let's go over to QGIS now. Again, to highlight this here, here's the original blobby study area. And here's the study area I eventually want to have. All right, so what I'm going to need here is I have my blob. My first step is I'm going to run clip. In the next video, we will run the difference tool. I want to clip my study area, sort of trim it down to the shape of the shoreline so that it'll get cut out to match this shoreline here. That'll be pretty nice, right? So it'll match the shoreline all around, it'll match the shoreline up top here, match the shoreline of the island. So let's run that tool right now. We'll go to Vector, Geoprocessing Tools, Clip. Our input layers are our study area, our rough study area. Our overlay layer is the Alaska shoreline. And we'll save this to and click run. Sometimes it takes a little while to run. But here we see the outputs of that analysis. We have our original, I'm just going to bring this up because it's kind of semi-transparent, our original study area here. And study area 2 is that study area clipped down to the coastline, right? So places that didn't get modified are this sort of area here, cutting over land, this area here, cutting over land, and then this area up at the top where I sort of drew these rough outlines. So we've got study area 2. We're going to move on to the next step in the next video.